What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to compare two different ways with the same way, but two ways of cooking salmon patties. One with the fresh salmon and then one with the canned salmon. Let's see which one we like best. So be sudden hands, y'all. So right out the bat, just want to compare the two. The fresh salmon definitely gonna be the healthier option. Gonna cost a little bit more, but you got less salt, no preservatives, and just give it a more appealing look without that fishy smell. But just hitting it with a little bit of salt and pepper before we throw this in the oven. All right, so I'm leaving the skin on. So we're gonna cook this at about 375, and the skin gonna slide right off. All right, so the first thing, make sure you always wash off all your canned tops. They've been sitting on the store shelves collecting dust. We're just gonna pour this fish juice out, save a little bit of this because we might use it later to add a little bit of moisture to our batter. But just put the meat in a separate bowl. And to me, this is so funky. I hate the smell of this canned salmon, but it is what it is. And I will say, if you don't want that fishy taste, I know some people don't mind it, use the fresh salmon over the canned salmon. The only way the fresh salmon have that fishy taste if you let it sit overnight. Salmon start to taste different when it's not fresh, but it's like night and day compared to the canned salmon. So our salmon been cooking about 10 minutes. I didn't want to overcook it. Let's just watch how this slides off that skin, y'all. If you didn't know this, it's a nice little technique to get the salmon separated from the skin. Let's have a look at that. I didn't take the scales off of anything. So there's no need to over season this. Gonna keep it simple. The basic season, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. Only thing we adding special to this is just a little bit of Cajun season, just get a little bit of kick at the end. But other than that, keeping it fairly simple, y'all. We want to let the taste of the salmon be the start of this. All right, now let's add an egg to each one of these. And then we're gonna add some breadcrumbs. Using about 2/3, we're gonna add them in 1/3 at a time. If that makes sense. Just get this quick little stir. I'm looking for like a hamburger meat consistency. You can see this one really starting to thicken up. Take a little bit of stirring though. All right, for this one, this is why we saved our fish juice or the canned juice that was in here. Just gonna add a couple tablespoons of this just to moisten it up a little bit. Feel like we poured a little bit too much out. Like just get a real nice stir. Here come the fun part. Well, for me anyway, you know I like to get my hands dirty. So we're gonna make these about a 1/4 inch thick enough to where we got enough meat in it, but thin enough to where we get cooked evenly. You can really notice the color contrast in these. You can see the fresh salmon got the little pinkish color. As far as the look at the canned salmons, it's like a pale brownish color. I had to bring out that old faithful cast iron skillet. Got some grapeseed oil on the bottom. Got nice and hot. Just lay these straight up in there. Gonna get this a nice little brown crust. And I'm just cooking it fresh in the can, different pans, so I just don't alter the taste. And this is what we got, y'all. About to make some fresh biscuits, a little bit of rice, and I'm gonna dig in, y'all. I already know these about to be buzzing. Like always, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Share the video. Save you certain hands again, y'all. You know what it is.